All right, y'all. As promised, here I am. So listen, yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So look, I was online, and I'm gonna cover that story in a later video. Basically, there was a fraternity, and the boyfriend in the fraternity set up his girlfriend to get gang banged. And when I say gangbanged, I'm talking non-consensual, by his fraternity brothers. Like tied her down to the bed, restrained her to, yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, did some of it occur or not occur? Hey, it, I'll get into that. But what happened was, like, you don't realize like how much stuff you're like pushing to the back of your mind, um till you're looking at something else. And immediately when I looked at that, I then start thinking about like my college experience. And the longer I thought about it, and being a mature grown man now, I realized this is why I'm uncomfortable around certain people, because I know now that that was like really wrong. Like, it wasn't even like, I used to have the mindset of, well, the girl shouldn't even went over there in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to be a victim blamer. I used to, but through being educated on what things are, and when I say a victim, I'm like slight victim, and like I'd always start off, well, you shouldn't have went over there. You know what I mean? That's where I'd start at. But I can say now, and especially from those situations, I thank God that I was there at the Grove, and I did the right thing. Um, so to describe this, I'm gonna make it blunt and I'm gonna make it very simple. Um, I lived in the back left corner, so you go driving in the Grove into the Grove. I lived in the back left corner on the bottom floor in the corner apartment. All right, I lived all the way in the back corner. Okay, back corner. The place that is a problem and in excuse me in question today is two apartments up from me. So the building to the left of the leasing office, if you're looking at it when you come straight in, building to the left of the leasing office, I'm gonna leave it like that. Because why? If you know, you know. Okay, I ain't got to get into what floor these people lived on. None of that. If you know, you know. So anyway, right? Anyway, here we are. I'm chilling. Um, there's people are hanging out at the pool, and playing beach volleyball and all that stuff, playing music, barbecuing, all that stuff. Everything's cool. I go out there, I hang out with them for a while, whoop whoop whoop. And then people migrate. They go upstairs. I don't go. I go back to my room. Why? Because I wanted to play fucking video games. Okay, I wanted to play video games. That's what type of time I was on. I wanted to get on COD. I figured who would be on at the same time. I figured like Jo would be on, Devin would be on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was trying to play with the boys. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to play with the boy. What is it? Hops or yeah, Chops. Chops. I said his name wrong. Chops. You know what I'm saying? Chops would be on. You know what I mean? Like, y'all know. If you know, you know, right? So I was like, cool. I'm trying to get on the game. You know what I'm saying? And I'm playing online with them because they're not there. They're not there. They're like, I think at this point they're in Texas or whatever, right? So cool. So cool. Or they might have been like somewhere, somewhat living in another apartment that was nearby. Cause I still seen them. It wasn't until like later on then I didn't see them at all. So needless to say, that's what happened. All right, cool. Cool. Is what it is. Um, and this happened more than once, but I'm only gonna talk about this one. I'm only gonna talk about this one time. Because the young lady that I knew, she went upstairs with the guys, in them stairs with the guys, and you know, they were rowdy, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It per usual or whatever. But it was like she was the only one there, and I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I think maybe she had a friend that was there, maybe, but she might have really truly been by herself because the only thing I did was take her home. So she calls me like, and it's late. Like I'm at this point when she calls me, like I get off the game because I was losing. Like I remember this night like it was yesterday. I was losing. And I get a phone call and I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? Like, I'm like, you good? Whoop de whoop de whoop. She's like, yeah. She's like, are you at home? And I'm like, yeah, I'm at home. You know what I'm saying? I'm at home. And ooh, okay. I'm mixing the two. Because there's one person that called me and oh, this is a DM. This is a DM. This was a DM. She DM'd me. And I was like, yeah, I'm at the crib, wooty wooty whoop. And then that's how we exchanged numbers. And I had her number. And then she called me. And she's like, "Hey, are you at home?" Whoop de whoop. She's like, "Yeah." She's like, can I come over there? You know what I'm saying? I really just need to get up out of here, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? She's like, where you live at? I live in the back. You know what I'm saying? She's like, okay, I'm coming outside. And she just quickly hangs up and she's just outside. So I walk outside, you know what I'm saying, to try and like figure out where she is. She comes up to me. Now, in my immaturity, I just thought like, yo, she was just ready to go home. She like got pissed off at somebody. But as an adult, grown man now that has an understanding, I realized that she went through a traumatic experience. And I'm like, and as an adult, I'm like, yo, I can't fool with y'all. Like, y'all, I could like y'all essayed her or SH'd her, whatever the it was. It was either or. It was either or. Whatever y'all did, y'all was wrong. Y'all was wrong as hell. And you know, came back to the crib with me or whatever for a second. And then, you know what I'm saying? I was like, well, what do you want to do? She's like, I want to go home. I was like, okay. I got my keys. I took her home. No questions asked. No questions asked. Just took her home. The next time, I mean the next the other person, I pulled up. You know what I'm saying? I pulled up, just pulled around with my car, took them home. It was like 3 a.m. It was like 3 a.m. And I should have known by the disheveled look that this particular individual had that she had been through something traumatic. But then again, it's my immaturity. It's my like lack of knowledge because when this occurred, like I I had my level of because I was really shy. If you knew me back then, I was really shy. So like Smooth was not smooth. Okay, like Smooth didn't have like any like sexual experience like at all. Like I was like minimal. I was like minimal. Like I think I might have just lost my virginity or something like that. So like I had no perspective on what that really was. Like I know if you wrong somebody, but I didn't really know, but like physically or whatever, but I like fighting, but I didn't know about like the sexual aspects of things because I wasn't having sex. Um that's what it was. I was just a nerdy dude that played video games that partied a lot. Like that's my truth. That's how I was. So these dudes, man. But I said that to say this, um, like I don't fuck with y'all, and I hope y'all know I don't fuck with y'all, because there was even another event that occurred, and I'm well, it's just her. She's the only one that knows. She's the only one that's gonna know from this. Um, there's an uh, there's Bear Village, um, knocked out on the couch. Um, like I had to hover around you to keep other dudes off of you, and I didn't understand what I was doing in the moment, but I understand it now that I was trying to protect you from them. Um, they have a bad habit of saying crazy stuff like you know what I'm saying, like, oh, you know what I'm saying, yeah, we, you know what I'm saying, we gonna take it down through there, you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, man, whoopty whoopty whoop, I'll go first, you go second, and smooth, you can get in if you need to, like they're saying the plan like to me, and I'm drinking and I'm immature, and it's not registering all the way like what they're saying. It's not. But um these individuals, because it's the same individuals from the house, from the Grove apartment building right next to the office on the left, it's the same individuals. It's the same individuals. Same individuals. I like if you got a homegirl, if you got a daughter, you know what I'm saying, a cousin, a auntie, your mother, your sister, whatever, any woman you care about, keep her away from them. Like, and this is me telling the story without like blasting people's names out there, because I it's not mine to tell with names. And I want to be really clear about that. That's not my thing to tell with names. I don't think it's my place to make somebody a victim. Um, but I'm like 99.9% certain. Okay, I'm Lysol levels of certainty that these niggas are the worst breed of Negroes ever, ever, ever. Um, you know, and it also lines up with other stories that I've heard. And I'm not gonna, if I say these stories, um, you know, because it lines up. See, hearing something about a group of people and then experiencing it firsthand and seeing actual victims firsthand, is completely, it like a completely different, it validates all the stories you heard previously. And again, in reflection, as a mature adult that now understands that stuff, and when I say that stuff, I'm talking about sexual assault and the different things of that nature. uh it makes it makes me more angry, because I feel like I could have done more, but at the same time I can't penalize myself for not knowing. You know, all I can do is just today, in today's time, do what I have to do. You know what I'm saying, to protect the people I know and love and care about. Um, yeah. Yeah, that's it. You know what I'm saying. If people figure out who y'all are, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. They're not gonna figure out who the girl is. They're not. They're just not. They're just not. It'll be y'all. It'll be y'all talking about it. But I mean, if you talk about it, then you're gonna have to own up to the fact that that's what you did and that you have problems. Like beyond being just a sexual deviant, like you have a problem. You should seek help. A lot of y'all still have the same behaviors to this day. That's why I don't fuck with y'all. That's why I don't really reply to DMs like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I know exactly who you are, and I know exactly what you did. I know. I know. That was the longest ride in the car ever, because I dropped her back off at where did she stay at? She stayed at Newhall. And Newhall or like that area ish, or she stayed in what is it? What was that next to? Not Barrington, what was it, Bernard or whatever the fuck it was. It's over there next to the edge of the psychology building or whatever, the round building, and then there's the defect, the dorm that's right behind there. She either stayed in that one or the one over there. I just remember the car ride in my mind was gonna be really short, but for some reason in life it was really really long, and she's telling me stuff, and she has tears in her eyes, like, and I know, like, I thought she was just feeling bad. No, what happened was really bad, and the only reason I know it was really bad is because the level of appreciation she has for me today. Like, she literally told me one day, like, and this is recent, like, this is recent. Like, cause I was just, I was just online, you know what I'm saying? I was just messing with people, whoop, whoop, whoop. She's, she's like, Smooth, you don't know, you saved my life. I'm like, huh? Huh? You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't registering all the way. But listen, you know what I'm saying? That's it. That's a story. I did my best to keep your name up out of it. I don't want to tell your story because that's yours to tell, fully. But I do want to let people know these niggas ain't shit, and they're probably going to um do it again. And if the city figures it out, they do. And you know what I'm saying? Y'all can answer for that. Y'all can answer for that. Cause what's the worst story you're gonna tell about me? What you gonna tell about me? That I like like what? Like what? Like what? Like what? Let's get real. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing at all. I mean, I dated a girl and she dates somebody else now. That's it. Okay. That's everybody in college. There's very few people that are still with the person they was with in college. So okay. He said, okay. Do your worst. But anyway, I'm up out of here. Uh Catch y'all around. Peace.